backdrop. Ooh, the lighting here. Fucking Two-Face. So I'm here in Bend, Oregon right now. And yeah, this is the second day of this like weird experience. Not coronavirus. This little micro experience I'm creating for myself. I don't really know what I'm doing. I think maybe by doing this I'm trying to understand what it is that I want to do. I have this legitimately feverish obsession with money. It's weird, it's biological for me. And there's this almost constant underlying current of my life where I feel this need and desire to make money. And I ask myself where this is from. Part of me thinks that it's from early childhood experiences. My parents split up when I was young, and I lived with my mom, and we didn't have a lot of money, and I think maybe that has kind of solidified this experience, or this prerogative of needing money, or always needing to make money. Another part of it, I think, is definitely from our culture. I'm from the United States. America, fuck you! I'm from the United States, and it's very heavily influenced in our culture to always make money and to make more money, and money satisfies everything. Shout out Zeitgeist if you haven't watched that movie. Just watched it last night, or I watched the second one last night. Fucking heavy stuff. But yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, I feel this big inner tension. I know that from a simplicity standpoint, or from like a conversational standpoint, money is semi-essential in the current economy right now. There's not enough, well maybe there is, but it's really challenging to meet your base needs without using money. I've done it before. I spent like the last month or so living in California, living without money, and it's definitely possible, but it's really challenging. I think the problem is we've set this current system up so that we need money, and there's a reason that the people who set the system up made it so that the populace needs money. It's because the bankers who set the system up get paid when we use money. So shocker there. But yeah, it's weird, like in this video alone, I know that I'll make a little bit of money, and there's this like weird, like fucking Green Goblin part of me that's like so excited right now by the fact that I'll make some money from this. And then I have this other portion of my psyche that's like, oh gosh, you can't profit off of this. It's not okay to make money. You're taking advantage of people. And so, I don't know, there's this weird dichotomy going on. There's this inner battle. I think probably a lot of people, and just as like a fucking side note, how perfect is this lighting right now? The fucking Two-Face, half lighted, half shaded face. Let me see. Oh, so good. But it's really weird. What would happen if money no longer existed? Like if all money vanished instantly, if we had a money EMF, what would happen? Surely there's this distribution of goods and resources throughout the world. Some people have things and they can barter and trade. Unfortunately, I'm concerned that the majority of the resources that are available are stockpiled by like a select group of people and countries and organizations. That might become a problem, because then they would just create money again and start selling their shit again. Yeah, I don't know, it's this weird situation. I feel there's a door unopened in my mind, so to speak. I feel like there's this thing that I'm not acknowledging that, yeah, it's a weird sensation. Being aware of something you're not aware of, I guess. Maybe that's the first step. Maybe that's how you kind of burgeon into a new person, trying to expand yourself and expand your consciousness. Who knows? Who knows what will arise? Who knows what will happen? I definitely don't. I've been reading a lot recently about hashtag coronavirus, hashtag COVID-19, hashtag bullshit. So, like, I'm gonna put a couple of numbers out there real quick, and I bet some people are gonna be mad if anyone actually watches this. But I bet some people will be mad about me saying this. But So in the United States, coronavirus has killed something like 100 to 200 people right now. Today's like March 20th, something like that. I don't know. It's crucify me. It's not the actual date. Every day around the world, something like 20,000 plus people die of starvation. Every day, on average, 100 people die in the United States of car accidents alone. So, and then another big one, I think this is correct, 600,000 people, I think, die every year of heart disease in the United States. And so everyone's tripping the fuck out about coronavirus, and it's understandable because we live in a fucking fear state. And in addition to that, the media is hyping it up so much. Like, the media is pushing this so hard right now. Every TV channel is just showing coronavirus. So if you think about it, it's understandable why everyone is tripping about coronavirus. But that's not actually the problem that we're facing right now. That's not actually the big problem that we're facing right now. If you were paying attention to the stock market over the past few days, stock market got fucked. Stock market got fucked in the ass. No condom, no lube, no nothing, bro. No fucking hesitation. So it went 30% approximately. It went from the all-time high down to 30%. This is like 3 years of gains that have been eradicated in a week, 2 weeks. And so if you look at historically what happens when you have periods like this is what happens when you get smacked in the face. Like, this isn't the whole fight. This is just getting smacked in the face and getting knocked out. After you get knocked out, then you have the fucking 10 count, and then you have to try and get up again. So there's a recession coming after this. There's going to be an extended economic recession after this point in time because of what the fuck has been going on for the past years. So historically speaking, the economy works in 7-year cycles. There's supposed to be a cyclical correction approximately every 7 years. It's either 7 or 10. I'm pretty sure it's 7. But the last one was in 2008, and then we went 12 years. If you know anything about statistics, then you can make the very, very accurate assumption that we kind of are in an unnormal economy right now. We went 12 years without any kind of correction. We've been having fucking record gains year after year after year, like 10% economic gains year after year after year. The stock market was up like 10% in January of this year alone, and then boom, fucking gone. All of that shit gone. I think it's approximately $40 trillion that have been lost, 40 trillion equivalent of dollars that have been lost. But now what we're going to see a decrease in employment. We're going to see a decrease in people's income because they're losing their jobs. You're going to see an increase in defaults on mortgage payments. You're going to see an increase in people unable to pay rent. You're going to see an increase in homelessness. Look back into history. If you don't know what's going on right now, if you're afraid right now, if you're concerned right now, educate yourself. This is the key to understanding what's going on, and understanding what's going on is the key to preparing for the future. So I personally am not fucking worried right now. So, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you 3 quick reasons. One is I'm a young, strong, capable individual who has a variety of applicable and marketable skills, and I happen to be good at doing job interviews and making money. Number 2, I just spent a month and a half living on a bicycle without any money. I started with $0 and I ended with $0. How did I do it? Food pantries. I asked people for help, and sometimes I didn't fucking eat. So, and then number 3 is fuck it. Like, fuck it, man. The only thing to fear is fear itself. That's like a fucking lit ass quote. But if you really, really look at what's going on and you start diving deeper, you'll see all of the fucking like octopus, like whatever the fuck that's going around. Like, there's a lot of bullshit going on behind the scenes of coronavirus. One thing that's really relevant that I'm pretty sure no one fucking knows about right now is Congress is trying to pass a bill right now to end end-to-end encryption. What that means is that they want to make it illegal for companies or organizations to take a message and make it encrypted or make it unreadable so that one individual can send an unreadable message to another individual. That means we no longer have digital privacy. If you had like anything to do with net neutrality shit, this is another like very egregious like action against our rights. Congress wants to take away our ability to use private communication with technology or computers. So no one fucking talks about that. No one's talking about that right now because coronavirus is blowing the fuck up. 150 people have died. That's like the same amount of people that die like every second because of starvation. So I know people are scared right now, but you really need to like take a moment and educate yourself, because there's some like really, really nefarious issues, and there's some large scale implications of these past few weeks that are going to affect us for the next like 6 to 12 to 18 months. So if you're not prepared, if you're just like in your house right now fucking terrified of coronavirus, you might get bitched when the economy stays down. You might be the one who loses your job. You might be the one who loses your house. You might be the one who's living on the street. You might even fucking die of disease, of poverty, of malnourishment. Shit is gonna happen, dude. People are going to die because of the economic implications of this. People are dying right now because of starvation. If people are experiencing more poverty, they have an increased likelihood of dying of starvation. So, sure, coronavirus has killed people. Sure, coronavirus is a pandemic. Sure, coronavirus might be scary. But what's even more scarier to me is the implications of these past few weeks and how this is gonna fuck the whole world for the next year to two. So, just go fucking educate yourself. I might not be fucking friendly about it. I might not be sensitive to your feelings, but my intention is to help wake you the fuck up so that you go educate yourself about what's going on and don't get caught off guard. I don't want anyone to fucking die. I don't want anyone's lives to be lost or ruined because they didn't know what was going on. There is a serious, serious economic recession on the way if we're not already in it. Look at what's gone on to like consumer spending in the past week. No one's buying shit other than toilet paper. And so there's going to be large-scale implications to this. Make sure you are prepared. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have backup plans. Make sure you connect with your community. The key to getting through this is having strong and resilient communities. If you lose your job, but your neighbors are there to help you, it's okay. If you lose your job and you have no one to ask for help, you might be fucked. That's the end of this public service announcement. I'm gonna go smoke some more weed and probably take a nap. Conserve your resources.